I just, oh yeah, okay.
I just like, I need like a small spatula. And it is really good. It's really good. So instead of watching me eat, just wait 1 second. TGIF people, TGIF, thank God it's Friday and the day is almost over, and that means that I can finally relax. But before doing that, we are just going to make some dinner, and I am going to be doing some beef. The name of the recipe that I'm going to be making, no name. I will think of a name to call it, but it is beef in that red stew that we cooked the other time, but we're just going to do it a little bit different. I have my ingredients in front of me. I have some beef, it's all washed, it's cut, and I'm using a good marbled beef that's going to take a minute to cook. So this is going to cook for about 1 hour. I have my paprikas, so just use any paprikas that you have. I have all 3 of them because I love color. Some onions sliced, diced, some garlic, and that red pepper sauce we made the other day. And we also have some spices. We have a bouquet garni of thyme and bay leaf. We have some habanero pepper, some garam masala, some cumin. I'm using a beef cube and a Maggi cube. If you do not have beef cubes, then feel free to just use some Maggi cube. Come on, baby, light up my fire. Now this is a very simple recipe. All we do is just throw everything in a pan. Well, not quite everything. We're just going to throw in the beef. No oil, no nothing. And then we are going to throw in our spices, just all of them. And then we're going to cover this with water. Don't break the pepper, okay? Do not break the pepper, just leave it whole. If you break it, it's going to be extra spicy. And maybe you do not want that. So at times you just want the flavor of the pepper and not necessarily that spiciness. So just cover it, let it come to a boil, reduce the heat, and leave it for about 1 hour. But keep checking it, keep stirring, keep checking, because you don't want it to burn. We are going to wait, another waiting game. Next, remove the bouquet garni. So let me dry out the rest of that fluid before I add a little bit of olive oil. Woo! Our soup is hot. Ow! It's hot. Sorry, that was hot. Let me take out my pepper because that soup is pretty spicy. Take this out. I think it broke. Yeah, it did. Dry that out completely. All right, let me come in with my onions. While this is cooking, I am going to boil my parsnips. So on this side, I have my parsnips diced and everything ready to go. I'm just going to add a bit of seasoning to this. So some chili powder, some garlic powder. If I'm doing a mash, I always make sure that I season it before I mash it. add some flavor to it and some color as well. So now this is completely dry, like completely no liquid left underneath, nothing. So now I'm going to add some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. Alright, this is the part where we add our bell peppers. You know I love a bit of color in my food. And we are almost good to go. Some black pepper and some garlic. An option would be, this is just an option, to add 1 more beef cube and coriander, and you have yourself a dry fry. If you're not a fan of the red pepper sauce. I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit, let the peppers cook, and I'm going to slice me some spring onions. Alright, we're going to add our spring onions in here. And there you have it, all the colors. Look at that. This is the part that I love most, where we are going to come in with our red pepper sauce. And just go in, like if you have a lot, no problem, just use most of it. Like sometimes when I have one of those late nights, then I'll just boil some indomie and stir in the sauce, and voila, and just warm up the sauce and we are done. We are going to puree this. And we're going to add some butter, some of our onions, and then mix it up. So let's start with a scoop of our puree. So guys, there is our food. That's how it looks like. This is very low carb, and as usual I am going to taste this for you, and I'm going to look for my own plate. All right, so I've served myself. I'm just going to take my food over here, and I just want to slice it for you so that you can see that the beef is really tender, because this is not a steak knife. So you can see how tender that is. It's just practically falling, I wanted to say off the bone, but this is boneless meat. Boneless meat. Since when? Here's what we have cooked. For you to know how it looks like, then you have to cook it yourself. But now you get to see, because you'll see my expression. Oh yeah, okay. I need like a small spatula. It is really good. It's really good. So instead of watching me eat, just it's been your girl Sauce Comfort, showing you how to make some beef in red pepper sauce and a parsnip puree. Like I said, substitute the parsnip with maybe some potato puree, some pumpkin puree, sweet potato puree, whatever it is that you want to substitute that with, and get to cooking. Okay, so I'll see you next time on another video on how to make something else with me.